Not only you are about to have the biggest confirmation of your entire life, my gorgeous Piscelini, but you're also about to have a major discovery. This discovery is about to change your life forever. You have got numbers 1717, which means that the whole month of December it's gonna be such a beautiful spiritual experience for you. But you're also about to reconnect with yourself like never before. For example, when it comes to the very first week of December, listen to me very carefully because this is going to be ridiculously important. When it comes to the first week of December, where we are right now, okay, you by the end of the first week of December, something is going to happen. Okay, you are going to have a major discovery. There is something you're going to find out. It's going to be huge. It's going to be major. There is something you're going to discover. Whatever you're going to discover, my gorgeous Piscelini, it's going to open your eyes and it's going to, it's going to give you courage because you're also at the same time going to realize that you've got everything you need to have in order to start some kind of a venture, okay? And something you wanted to start for a while, something you have been thinking about for a while, maybe it even has been for a very long time. So the moment in time when you find out what you're gonna find out, this is gonna be such a big moment for you. This is like a sacred moment for you because, as I said, this is gonna give you courage to do what you wanted to do for so long, and because you're gonna realize that you've got everything you need to have in order to start something here. You're about to start something new. You're about to start some kind of a venture here. And this in itself, it's going to be so important, like, oh my God. So it's not only about you having this major discovery, it's not only about this big realization you're going to have, but this is all going to lead towards you making such an important decision. Oh my God, by the end of the first week of December, you really need to understand that this decision you are going to make, this is about you ascending onto the next level of your journey, my gorgeous Piscelini. And this you need to see like the actual promotion of your own life after everything you've been through. And this decision you will be able to make, before the end of the first week. It's something that you felt so powerless about. You felt so powerless about for so long. You felt so frustrated about for so long because you couldn't do anything about it. So you have found this like an extremely hard work. And subconsciously, this has been affecting you. And it has been affecting your whole life. Your life, in general, subconsciously, because you didn't even realize this, how indecisive you have been within the last few months. When it comes to those things, you should be so quick and so sharp about. And this normally means that karmically, something is still going on and we are not ready. So that's why we feel in this particular way. So this decision that you are going to make before the end of the first week of December, it's gonna be about you fully committing yourself to something, to this new venture, to this new project, new venture, new project. You will be able to fully commit yourself to it. You know how much more happier you're going to be. This is going to be such a big moment for you where you are finally going to start broadening, you will broaden your own horizons in life. Just remember that you're ascending onto the next level of your spiritual journey. Nothing is going to be ever the same after this moment in time. And to be quite honest with you, mentally, spiritually, and materialistically, this is going to be brilliant for you. Look at this. Materialistically, this is going to be absolutely brilliant for you, but it's not only about that. It's just about you finding yourself at such an interesting stage of your life. You know, and this in itself, it's also really a lot to do with things that makes you feel good about yourself, things that make sense to you, you know, in this life, in this journey. So this is why this is going to be so important indeed. By the time you get to the second week of December, okay, something like kind of unexpected is going to happen. Okay, so here we go. Something unexpected is going to happen when it comes to the beginning of the second week of December. You do have like a bit of an unexpected change here. Something is going to come like towards an kind of abrupt end. Something is going to come to an end here. There is no doubt about it. And this is going to kind of surprise you. And on top of that, it's also going to kind of feel, oh my God, it's like there is a problem that you're going to need to sort out immediately. It's not only about something coming to an end, but it's more like something unpredictable it's going to happen. There is no doubt about it. But it's not about something coming to an end as such. It's more about like kind of a little burden you are sadly going to end up with. You're going to sadly need to deal with, my gorgeous Piscelini. Now, when it comes to that burden, do you know what? This is not bad whatsoever. This is going to end up being really positive for you. So, but all you need to do is, when it comes to that burden that you're going to become aware of this problem that you're going to need to deal with, you know, almost instantly there is going to be some kind of possibility. Something is going to be on your mind almost instantly. So this is not a bad whatsoever. There is some kind of possibility going to be on your mind. And that possibility, it's going to require from you to explore this possibility. But when it comes to you exploring this possibility, you're going to need to do that immediately. Why? Because you are going to, by you exploring this possibility, you are going to do something you wouldn't normally do. And that in itself is going to lead towards you tapping into this specific dimension. And something enlightening, my God, is going to happen. And this in itself is going to turn your life around. And you're going to realize that there is a sacrifice you are going to most certainly need to make. And this sacrifice, it's also going to come in a form of like, oh my God, like a really big risk, for example, but it's not a risk whatsoever. This is actually going to be a big turning point for you. Indeed, this is going to be the time when your life is literally going to turn around. Only a couple of days after that moment in time, there is a really kind of, there is this really kind of important news you're going to have. And this news is going to be like really good, and you will know that, you know, you also need to sort out something official. Something important, you know. So it's either to do with some kind of official and important, like a paperwork, for example. Maybe this is to do with an important paperwork. Maybe this is to do with some kind of a court case. You know, not necessarily a court case, but there is something really important you're going to need to do when it comes to that problem, when it comes to that burden. But you need to understand that you have to go with this particular flow, and you need to take things as they come. With other words, don't wait like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You just need to keep going naturally with this particular flow, because, you know, when it comes to the months of December, there was a lot that has been building up up to this moment, up to this point in time. You're also going to have a remarkable year, 2025. 2025 is going to be remarkable for you. A year, again, like never before. You need to trust me. But for now, you just need to understand that there are certain things that are going to need from you to kind of like deal with immediately. Your input is going to be needed. So here, when it comes to the beginning of that, when it comes to you becoming aware of this problem, this burden, you see, this is all going to lead eventually towards you understanding that there is something important you're going to need to do, like maybe like a court case or like, for example, like official paperwork, something really kind of serious you're going to need to do. But then again, if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to follow your vision in life. So this is why this is going to be so important, you know. So this is what you also need to remember. And also, my gorgeous Piscelini, when it comes to the second week of December, I know that this is going to be boring to some of you, and I've mentioned this before, and I will mention every time when I see something like that. But your body is desperately going to try to make you aware of what your body needs. Your body is missing out on something. Your body is missing out on something big time. And this in itself is going to be highlighted within the second week of December. Whether this is like so you will have like a certain cravings to eat something, to consume something maybe, or you're going to be suddenly thinking how you need to kind of, maybe you're going to feel like you need to exercise or something like that. You know, if you are able to exercise, of course, because not everyone is able to exercise, and I understand that completely. I understand. But you really need to pay attention to what your body is going to try to tell you. Maybe it's a certain vitamin that your body is missing. Maybe it's a certain mineral. Maybe it's a certain, like a really kind of healthy food. You know, maybe you're going to kind of think about bananas. Oh, I fancy banana. So lots of people don't realize that when we have a certain cravings, you know, it's not about, oh, I fancy banana. Maybe you need potassium really badly, which banana is really rich in potassium, for example. Maybe you need potassium. So you just need to kind of really pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you, because at the same time you create something so powerful within, which helps you to start the process of healing when it comes to other things and other aspects like that have been affecting you. And you're also going to realize, as long as you kind of pay attention to this, what your body needs, you know, you're going to feel this need to eat this or to do this. You know, as soon as you start this process, you're going to end up having so much more energy, and you will be able to notice this, my gorgeous Piscelini. So that's why I'm saying to you, why is this, you know, how important this is actually going to be. So pay attention to what your body is going to try to let you know that your body needs, my gorgeous Piscelini, indeed. And by the time you get to the third week of December, now the third week of December, oh my God, and I suppose it's the time when you least expected certain things that are actually going to happen, to be quite honest with you. In the third week of December, oh my God, third week of December, it's going to be like no other week you've had in a very, very long time. In the third week of December, my gorgeous Piscelini, you are really going to have this premonition. You're going to have a very unusual premonition, you know, within the third week of December, and there is this particular person who is going to be on your mind. So random, and this particular person means to you so much, but it's somebody who you haven't been talking to for a while, or somebody who you didn't see for a while, or somebody who you've lost connection with for a while. That person is just going to pop back into your mind. Seriously, you're going to have this vision, this premonition about this particular person, and something is just going to feel odd, something is going to feel strange. I really need you to follow your intuition, my gorgeous Piscelini, as much as you possibly can, because something is not quite right with that person. Something really kind of a little bit dark is going on in that person's life. And this is somebody who is so beautiful to you, somebody who means to you so much. But sometimes in this life, if we lose connection with certain people, it doesn't mean that, you know, we don't like each other anymore, that we don't love each other anymore. In fact, this is something which is going to bring you closer together. But I need you to really kind of understand that whoever just kind of pops back into your mind is going to be so strange. On one hand, you're suddenly going to be reminded of this person you haven't seen in ages, but you love this person to bits. This person means the world to you. This person means so much to you. And please, for the love of God, get in touch with that person. And I know some of you are going to think that I'm crazy. You know, that's fine. That's okay. That's all right. But you need to get in touch with that person, my gorgeous Piscelini. There is something you are going to find out, and this is really going to surprise you. Something that's going on in that person's life. That person is really struggling with something, that you do have a really great answer for. You know what to do when it comes to this person struggling with this, but this person is just feeling too proud to let you know this. And this person didn't want to bother you, bless their heart. So it is to do with somebody really beautiful. So I just ask you, whoever you're just suddenly and randomly reminded in the 3rd week of December, to go forward and call that person, get in touch. That person is going to open up to you. And you're going to be blown away when you find out what's going on in that person's life. And you have the answer to that. And you're going to feel frustrated, but please don't. This person is somebody really good and really gentle, and they're going through something very difficult, and they don't need somebody to have a go at them. That person was embarrassed to say what is going on, and you're going to feel frustrated because you will be able to help to that person immediately. But also, on another hand, when it comes to you talking to that person, boom, something major for you, it's going to happen. You're suddenly going to remember something so big that you forgot about, that you're going to have this great urgency to deal with. An important aspect of your life, something that was going on a long time ago, you're going to be reminded of, and you're going to like kind of really realize what needs an urgent attention and care in your own life as well. So it's going to be vice versa moment. Not that you're going to do that because you're going to get something out of it, but it's just funny the way things are going to unfold here. Indeed, how you're going to help to someone, bless your heart, and I love you for that. And how you're going to be reminded of your own problem, because that's going to remind you of something that you kind of forgot about, some kind of problem, that is some kind of issue that you just did not want to deal with for a long time, for a very long time, and you would just keep on kind of leaving it aside, putting it aside until you kind of forgot about it. You know, so this is why this is going to be so important. Oh my God, okay? And in a few months' time, when you do find yourself on a really massive crossroads, you will see how imminent this has been. This was actually for you to do, you know. Especially March 2025, it's going to be giant. It's going to be enormous for you. March 2025, beautiful, beautiful months. Your life then, it's going to be completely different. Did you hear that? They're coming to collect me. No, your life, it's gonna be completely different, and it's gonna be so good. Okay, so this is why you need to be on top of this, whatever you're gonna be reminded of, you know. And also, that's not what I was going to say, that it's major for the 3rd week of December. What I really wanted to it is major, of course, but what I was really looking forward to when it comes to the 3rd week of December, it's about this message you are going to have. This message, it's really going to surprise you. And my God, how good you're going to feel. This message, it's more about you having a surprising message. This is going to surprise you, like, oh my God, this is going to be big. It's going to be a pleasant surprise. And it's like to do with you. At the same time, my gorgeous Piscelini, at the moment in time you have this message, why this is going to be good for you is because this is going to be one of the biggest confirmation of your entire life. This is what I was talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Within the at the beginning of the 3rd week of December, you are going to have this message and you're going to feel so good. This is really going to surprise you. It's to do with an important progress. Oh my God, this is going to mean to you so much. This baby is very, very personal to you. Very personal to you because you've been through so much because of this. And a while back you made a certain decision. A while back you made a certain decision and you see, basically it's to do with you. My God, it's to do with you making a certain decision, an important decision a while back. And only now you are going to be able to have the outcome of that decision, and it's going to be good, and it's going to make you feel so excited. It's going to make you feel so optimistic. You're going to have all sorts of ideas right now. What are you going to do next, and what are you going to do with your life? Why? Because this is going to be one of the biggest confirmation ever. This is going to be so personal to you, confirmation that you made the right choice, the right decision in the past. And it didn't happen that long ago, but this is going to mean to you so much. This will be such a big confirmation, on what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Listen to me very carefully. This is going to be a giant, big mama confirmation on what you should do and most certainly what you shouldn't do, my gorgeous Piscelini. This confirmation is going to be so important for you because it will help you a lot to adapt to your new life, baby. Okay, this confirmation is going to be so important for you because it's going to help you so much to adapt to your new life. And you will see exactly when it comes to that confirmation, it's getting even better. When it comes to that confirmation, you will see where your destiny is about to take you. You will see where your destiny is about to take you, my gorgeous Piscelini. Your destiny is about to take you somewhere very, very interesting indeed. But I need you to be as open-minded as you can, as you possibly can. I need you to come out of your comfort zone, my gorgeous Piscelini. Now it's time. This is happening for a reason. Okay, you've been through certain things in life for a reason. You have been prepared for this moment in time for a very, very long time. Okay, don't mess it up now. No, I'm joking. No, this is really, really important. It's a lot to do with your destiny. So, my God, you will see, my gorgeous Piscelini, by the end of the 3rd week of December, you will see exactly where your destiny is about to take you because of this. And your destiny is about to take you somewhere very, very interesting indeed. Oh my goodness. And by the time you get to the 4th week of December, listen, you are gonna, you really are gonna have this kind of important conversation. It's gonna be an important conversation, very, very intense debate, with somebody. And after you have this important conversation, after you have this important debate, it's a lot to do with somebody who is very close to you, somebody in your life, somebody who you normally talk to, somebody who you normally open up to. You are gonna really have an important conversation with that person about what you're gonna do and what you're gonna try to do. But there is some kind of what you're going to be talking about is you're going to realize that there is some kind of a compromise you're really going to need to make. It's about you realizing which compromise exactly you need to make. And that's what you're going to be talking about to this other person, somebody in your life who you normally talk to, who you normally open up to. And you are both going to come to this conclusion that this is so imminent for you to make this compromise, because if you don't, have this compromise, you're not going to be able to have an important negotiation. And you will know what this negotiation is about, because this is exactly what the subject is going to be when you're talking to that person about. So thank God, after that conversation, you are going to really realize even more. It's not like you needed somebody to tell you what to do, but it's just going to mean to you a lot. This is somebody in your life, somebody really smart and clever. And of course, you are smart and clever, but I'm just saying that sometimes it means to us so much when people just listen to us and agree with us, those people in our lives, when we are doing something and planning to do something big for us. So it just really put our mind into such a good place, when we talk to those people in our lives and they agree with what we are trying to do and what we are trying to achieve and what our next step is going to be. So this is really going to kind of beautifully open you up. But that particular person who you are going to be talking to, this is somebody really nice, and I really like this person a lot. So you are gonna really, after this conversation, you are gonna make a really bold move. I'm not being funny, but you are going to make a really bold move, my gorgeous Piscelini. And this bold move you are going to make, it's like, it's about you making some kind of a compromise. And, when you make that compromise, it's going to happen in a little bit of an abrupt way, but for some reason, but that doesn't really matter, to be quite honest with you. Something is going to happen in a slightly different way. It's going to happen in a little bit abrupt way, but it doesn't really matter, because it's going to lead towards you not only having an extremely successful negotiation out of it. 2 or 3 days after, you will be able to have a really successful negotiation, my gorgeous Piscelini. And this successful negotiation you are going to have, it's going to be about some kind of possibility, some kind of important possibility for you right now at this stage of your life. And this is something that, at the same time, there is going to be so much more which is going to come out of this possibility. And this is what I need you to remember. It's going to take like about 2 or 3 months further until you realize how big this is actually going to be for you, my gorgeous Piscelini, indeed. Okay, very, very important. You have no idea. And there is also going to be somebody within the last week of December I really need you to be very, very careful about. I do not trust this person whatsoever at around the last week of December. You know that you are going to come across this person at around the last week of December. Somebody is going to be very pushy about something. Somebody is going to want you to kind of start something again, which is going to be very difficult to come out of it later on. And also at the same time, you really need to be strong here, because this is the part of the life that no longer serves you. This is part of the things that you decided to leave behind. You're going to have this moment of weakness. Maybe it's a lot to do with the person that you're going to be talking to, but I don't like this person because that person is going to be thinking about themselves more than anything else. Maybe it's to do with the work, maybe it's to do with the business, maybe it's to do with the career or something like that. Someone will want you to start something, but it does not go with everything else that I've said so far, and you would be going backwards with your life, because half of you are going to be like, yeah, I want to start it, but half of you it's going to be like, oh no, if I start this, I'm going backwards. And this is when I need you to be strong. Because if you start this, what this person will really want you to start, oh God, it's just you're going to slow yourself down with everything that I said so far. So this is just a bit of a warning. You would go backwards instead of going forward with your life, my gorgeous Pisces. So that's why I need you to be really, really smart about this, okay? I need you to be very, very smart about this, my gorgeous Pisces, right now more than ever. And also, my gorgeous Pisces, when it comes to those of you who are in relationships, when it comes to those of you who are in relationships, you know, like for example, your partner and you are gonna have such a beautiful inspiration. Something is going to inspire you at around the 3rd week of December. Something is going to inspire both of you at around the 3rd week of December, my gorgeous Pisces. And this is going to be so random. And I think that you're going to be surrounded by the certain people. Maybe there is going to be some kind of socializing. Maybe there is going to be some kind of a party. I know there is going to be some kind of a gathering or something like that. Maybe it's going to happen while you're on your way to this gathering. Maybe it's going to happen while you're at this gathering. And maybe it's going to happen while you're on your way from this gathering, for example. But there is something going to happen. Something is going to inspire you so much, connected to this like kind of socialization or gathering you're going to have, you know. Something is going to inspire both of you so much. And what are you gonna see? It's gonna make you feel the same, both of you. You will just want to change your life. You will want to move on with your life. You know, it's a lot to do with the person you both know, you both feel connected to. It's gonna be connected to this. So it's to do with the person you both know, you both love, you're both connected to. That particular person is somebody who does not live a conventional lifestyle. This is somebody who is not afraid of being themselves. This is somebody who's not doesn't care what other people think about that person. This is somebody who's very successful, but it's also very unusual. This particular person tend to live their life in their own way, on their own terms. That's exactly how it should be. And you both love this person. It's somebody who is very outgoing, and it's somebody who's full of life, but there are lots of people who can't stand this person as well. This is a strong person, and there are lots of people who don't like strong people, you know, for whichever reason. So I'm just trying to kind of help you to understand who this is. That person is going to play a bigger role when it comes to you being inspired by something to do with their lifestyle. And to the point where, oh my God, you're both going to realize that this is going to be imminent for both of you. You need to do this. You need to kind of start making these changes, because both of you are going to be so much happier. And whatever you're going to realize, whatever idea you're going to have when it comes to you making some kind of a big lifestyle change, one of the biggest lifestyle changes you will make you will decide to make because of this, because there is a huge idea you're both going to have. That idea is going to lead towards this, towards your own victory. Okay, so this is going to be this is going to be very successful, my gorgeous Pisces. This is what you need to remember. This is going to be brilliant for both of you. Like, oh my God. And those of you who are single and ready to mingle, I mean, I'm not being funny, but you know, my gorgeous Pisces, I've seen this before. You really are going to realize you still like somebody who you shouldn't. This is for those of you who are single. And, you know, maybe you are going to see one of your exes. But this is to do with you realizing really this month, in one way or another, that you still feel some kind of love for your ex. Okay? Or maybe you haven't even been with that person. Maybe you were just fancying somebody so strongly for a long time, and you were just hoping and hoping. And the bottom line is that in your mind, it's going to be obvious to you, clear to you, that you still like someone, that you still fancy someone who you don't. And this is going to kind of surprise, that you still fancy someone who you shouldn't, somebody who is ex. Or you just really like this person so intensely, you know, that it's just stayed at the back of your mind, subconscious mind. But the problem is that if you carry on like that, you're not going to allow anybody else to come into your life. So this is kind of maybe going to surprise you a little bit. You know, that you're going to be reminded of your ex, and you're going to realize, oh my God, you still like this person. And, you know, like, this is going to be a rather powerful moment, which you're not going to like straight away, that you're going to realize, oh, I still fancy my ex and I shouldn't. But then again, you need to come to this realization. The sooner you come to this realization, the sooner you're going to be able to move on from it. Because this particular person for now is still subconsciously holding you back. And you are going to realize this. This is going to be absolutely obvious to me at around the 21st and the 22nd of December in particular. So the sooner you realize, the better it's actually going to be. You know, because everybody else you like, you're going to find something around them or about them that you don't like, some kind of excuse, because at the back of your mind you're still fancying somebody else you still haven't moved on from. So this is why this is going to be so important, okay? But right before the end of this month, maybe within the last 2 or 3 days of December, you're going to be chilling out, you're going to be relaxing, my gorgeous Pisces. You're going to be lying down and you're going to have this nice moment of relaxation, whether you're going to be meditating, whether you're going to be lying down, whether you're going to be sitting down. You're really going to be thinking how relaxed you feel, for example. And then, boom, there is this idea you're going to have. This is something I need you to pay attention to. There is this idea you're going to have. Like, in terms of socialization, you will think like you want to go somewhere for the first time, or you will want to carry on going somewhere or doing something where you used to meet people, for example, that you haven't done in ages. Some kind of idea like that is going to come to you. Like you to go somewhere, basically. Or carry on going somewhere where you didn't go for a long time, where you used to meet people. I need you to follow this idea, because it wasn't only about meeting, boyfriends and girlfriends and type of thing, but it was also about you having fun and enjoying yourself as well. There are lots of other elements involved in this, which I need you to know that you need to follow. But also, of course, there is someone who is going to come to you through that particular path when it comes to this idea you're going to have. So this is why I need you to be like as intuitive as you possibly can. And now, my gorgeous Pisces, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what is going to be your tarot card of the month, okay? What is going to be your tarotina cardina of the montina? 3 of them fell out, and I'll show you. Look at that. I mean, come on. 3 of them that fell out. Look at this. Oh my God. 3 of them are absolutely brilliant. I'm not even going to say anything about these 3 cards. Just see it for yourself. What better cards to have than these 3? Okay? Unbelievable. So now I'm going to take the tarot card out and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card. These just wanted to come out and take over. So now I don't even think I can shuffle anymore. There you go, my gorgeous Pisces. Let's just see what is going to be a tarot card of the month. My gorgeous Pisces, tarot card of the month. See, someone is going to need your help. Someone is going to need your help. Someone is going to need financial help. Somebody nice. And also your tarot card for real. This all came out by themselves. It's like, I don't even need to shuffle anymore. They're just going to be popping. Oh my God, look at this. Lots of ideas you're going to have throughout this month. You're really going to start coming out of yourself a lot. You're going to feel like you want to try this, you want to try that. For the first time, after absolute ages, you're going to feel like this, you know. You're going to feel like you want to try new things. You're going to feel like you want to explore new things. And some of them are going to be the most random things ever. But each of these things are gonna do something big for you. Each of these things are gonna be extremely rewarding for you. And each of these things is gonna be leading in its own unique way towards you reconnecting with yourself like never before, which is ever so needed when it comes to the months of December, because the year 2025, it's gonna be crazy for you. It's gonna be big for you, indeed. So now, my gorgeous Piscelini, I'm not done yet. Did you think that you got rid of me, huh? No, I'm joking. Now one more oracle card, oracle message. Oracle message for you, my gorgeous Piscelinitus. Oracle message. Let's see, baby. These are like giant. Let's see. Oh! Protect your, shield your energy and look beneath the surface. Just remember this. Look beneath the surface, my gorgeous Piscelini. Look beneath the surface. Okay? Just remember this. You need to read in between the lines throughout the months of December. It looks like everything is going to be carrying some kind of a message for you, some kind of a message for you. But I need you to understand that, you know, there is going to be like a really big contemplation you're going to have before the end of December. And when it comes to this big contemplation, this is going to be about you wanting to speed certain things in your life, and you making a really big move as well at the same time. At that time, I'm going to need you to look beneath the surface and just remember that, because you're going to realize something that wasn't as obvious. There are two major things going to come out of it, two major opportunities you wouldn't otherwise have. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.